Hi.
Hey, welcome to the very first episode of BREW CITY BUILDS. My name is Marcel. A little backstory on me. I've been living and working in NYC for the past 16 years, but with everything going on in the world, I decided to take a little break from Brooklyn and buy a house in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with my boyfriend Ben. We've been talking about doing this for a while, like 3 years now, so we finally decided to go for it. That way, Ben has a place to call home since he already lives here, and I have a sweet little escape to go to when I have some downtime from work. And since the film industry is pretty much shut down at the moment, all I have is time. We're both first-time homebuyers, and we knew this process would be intense, but damn dog, it's been a learning experience. We found this cute little 1940s brick house that definitely needs some work, but she's standing strong at almost 80 years old, so I'm pumped to give her some love. I've already taken on the exterior of the house, which you're going to be seeing today, and it was super intense. I had no idea going into this what I was thinking. Everything I've learned so far is that nothing's easy, and it takes twice as long and twice as much money, and it's just definitely full on, but I'm fully enjoying it. It's pretty cool. Now that the exterior is finished, I'm gonna be moving inside, so hopefully you'll subscribe, and that way you'll be able to keep up and see each video that comes out for each room. It's gonna be fun. I don't have a huge budget for all this, but I am gonna take on what I can with the budget I have, so I think it's gonna work. As a disclaimer, I am not a carpenter by any means, but I am optimistic that I'm gonna be able to accomplish what I have planned.
I hope so, anyway.
I have some big ideas for this place, so hopefully you'll join me on this journey of turning this little house into a home. So yeah, enough talking, let's get into the video. Okay, here we are, day one. Today I'm going to be starting on the tuck point work of the house. The brick and mortar are in really good condition. There are just a few little minimal cracks that I want to clean up so that way it's a nice fresh clean canvas for when I paint the house. I'm ready. Let's go. All right, the mortar has officially cured, so I can finally get into power washing the house. I definitely like power washing because it's instant gratification and it's kind of fun. So let's get into it. Oh, you know, no big deal, just hanging out on a roof. I'm up super high, and I guess I'm okay with heights, but this is a little intense. Anyways, I have to clean this chimney stack so that way I can paint it, so here we are. So I did a lot of research as far as painting the house goes. They say it tends to peel after about 5 years, so the upkeep is a lot. It also suffocates the brick, which I'm not into. I ended up landing on Roma Bio, which is a lime-based masonry paint, which actually absorbs into the brick, and they say it has about a 20-year lifespan, which I'm down with. I did have to do that extra step of priming since I did that tuck point repair work, so that way I could ensure that the Roma Bio would adhere and be totally good. That joint compound that I used to fix the cracks did have a little bit of silicone in there, so I wanted to just make sure that the paint took. So once the primer dried, I was able to go in with the actual paint, and it was the same kind of process. You pretty much, mix in your water ratios with the paint, you wet the brick, and you get to it. I will say that painting brick is not easy. You have to go into all the mortar lines. It's like a legit workout, but I got it done. There's a cardinal that's probably messing up the sound, but you know what? They're my spirit animal, so I gotta go with it. I bought the Roma Bio Masonry brush, which I had full intentions of using on painting the house. I wanted to love it. I wanted to think it was gonna do the job, but I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, it stopped. I'm just gonna go for it and get a roller, 3/4 inch nap, so that way it'll hopefully fill in the mortar lines, because right now it's like I'm having to paint with this and then go in with a little brush, and it's literally taking me like 6 hours to do a quarter of the wall. So I'm switching to a roller. Oh, hey y'all. All right, so I just left the paint store. I've been working on the exterior of the house, and it's taking longer than I anticipated. You know, I kind of went into this being like, yeah, I'll just paint the exterior of the house, no big deal. And it's turned out to be quite a job. So with that, I've decided to hire painters to do the trim in the windows, so that way that will kind of alleviate some of the pressure off of doing all the exterior, since, you know, winter is coming. So I am definitely fighting time right now, and I just gotta like get it done so I can get back to working on the interior of the house, which is way more fun, let's be honest. So yeah, I have learned that I am not gonna be a house painter as far as exterior goes. I'm just not into it. But I gotta power through, get it done, and then I can continue on with finishing up the exterior brick, and then I'll be able to move back inside. So wanted to keep it real, and yeah. Talk a little bit about the railing. When we bought the house, it was practically falling off. The flanges that were holding it into the concrete were falling apart. They were literally cracked and almost powdery. So we had to replace all that, but that was a process. Getting them off was not as easy as we thought. It literally took like 2 hours to remove them. We ended up having to actually like drill the screws out and use a hacksaw to get the screws off. It was a lot of work, but we did it. We do want to replace these one day and do like a more modern take of the railing and maybe do like horizontal lines. But for now, we're totally happy upcycling and just repainting them, and they look fresh and it's perfect. The door was also a thing. It literally had cracks and holes in it pretty much. So when you close the door, you could feel the air going through. So with a lot of wood putty, a lot of sanding, and a lot of paint, she looks like new. We also want to replace this door and do like a frosted glass pane, but for now, we're totally in. For the mailbox, I found this dope company that makes these kind of modern, just very simple boxes. And so with that, they put your address on it. I covered my address so you can't see it.
Sorry.
But if you go to their website, I'll have it linked below so you can check it out if you're into it. I got the light fixtures that are above both doors for a super good price on All Modern, and I really love All Modern. I've been using them a lot because they have really great prices. From what I found, like, these were great. They were like 25 bucks each, and I love them. They're like simple and cool. I finally got something that I really wanted for the house, which is the Simply Safe doorbell. I got one for the front door and the side back door. I've never installed something like this before, so let's see how it goes. Alright guys, we officially made it. It's time to do final touches. Alright, if you made it this far, here we go. We're about to show the big reveal. It was a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears practically, but let's show you how it turned out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so hopefully you like the video. Hopefully you like the house. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. I also tried to link everything that I used on the house, but hit me up if there's any questions you have about anything. And definitely subscribe so you'll be the first to know when a new video comes out with each room I finish. Next up is the living room. I'm super pumped about it. It's almost done. I can't wait for you guys to see. Anyway, thanks again guys. I will see you soon.